Hi everyone, this is Yann Camus of Bliss Climbing, and today I want to tell you a little bit about my quest of the perfect carabiner. Now, it's not any perfect carabiner. I'm looking for the best connector for top rope solo and lead rope solo. And that is a situation where you can fall at any time, the carabiner can be in any position, so it has to be loaded right every time. And as I noticed very early on, lots of bad things can happen. Today I will tell you about my top 13 carabiners for this use, and I will start with the best one. So a little bit on my background. I tested 65 carabiners with 43 devices. I have tested more than 1,200 or 300 combinations. That's crazy. It's all available to my online course buyers and my Patreons. If you want to see some really bad loadings, go click on this video and also this other video right there, 2 links. I invented the Bliss Climbing Tech gate bumper and spine bumper that you can see in red and blue on these carabiners. You can look at this video, click right there. And I did a previous video about my favorite carabiners. You can click right there to see that. And safety note there, don't rely on a single YouTube video like I'm doing right now. I jump some steps to make this video tidy. Usually devils is in the details, so you can test things for yourself and test your things thoroughly before you commit your life to them. Have a backup, and there could be some mistakes. So here's the big table. Boom! We like nice tables like this, right? So I will go through that table and comment on my findings. So the best one is the first column, and it would be the DMM Ultra O, the Durolock, the 4-action gate. Compatible? Not compatible. I've done a video on this carabiner only. You can click right there for the link. Go see that. It weighs 85 grams, so pretty light, aluminum. It's a winner at 12 kilonewtons. Why I say 12? You say, oh, the long axis is much more than that. Yes, but with that carabiner, when I test with all the devices, you can get some cross-loading fairly easily. And if cross-loaded, you get 12 kilonewtons. So that's what it is. And the reason I place it first is that there's 37 out of 40 that I present here in my summary table that are at least 12 kilonewtons. Never some weird loading and just some funny stuff going on. No, it's cross-loaded is the worst you can get. So why I don't use that Durolock a lot is because it's the 4-action gate closure. It's really annoying to use. If I need to use it often on multi-pitches or things like that, I tend to lose some time, and I want some easy gear to use, so the 4-action lock kills it a little bit for me. So I always pick another carabiner that I know will be compatible with my use, and this winner here basically always stays home. You see that it does not work correctly with the Grivel one and the Sulu Go. Now the Sulu Go, I just received it. It's not in the table at the screen yet, but it will come. I will make a video about the Sulu Go at some point. People are experimenting, basically finding a good connector that is reliable with the Sulu Go is one of the toughest jobs around. Same with the cinch, for example, was really tough to find something that was safe. Alright, move on to the next. Kiwi slider lock. So super duper small, convenient, super fast, light, 59 grams. It's a winner, but there's two things to it. It's not uber safe. People call it a half locking carabiner because you just push on the gate in a certain way and that opens up. Like, is it really a locking gate? Can you rely on that? If you have a backup, I use this carabiner all the time because I always have a backup attachment. So I'm double attached every time in every system, and you should too, I think. Compatible, not compatible. Now, I just found out recently, it's just 33 out of 40 compatibility. It's a winner at 10 kilonewtons because this is a cross load strength. I found out that it was not loading properly with the Grigri 2 and the Grigri 1 and the like basically all the Grigris and the Neox. And it's a bummer, but so I use it with other devices. I use it with the Micro Traction by Petzl a lot, hint hint. And now I get to my most recent, I think this is my real winner, let's say. And some people will not like this carabiner. It's a little bit heavier than others, but it's still aluminum carabiners. It's the Pensafe 26 kilonewton. It's a Locksafe, or there's the twist gate also. I have both oval offset ANSI. So the ANSI gate is 16 kilonewtons. So cross-loaded is also 16 kilonewtons. So that's the strongest of the three first. And it's also compatible with 33 devices out of 40. But look at the devices it's not compatible with. The Grigri 1 is a bummer. And the Cinch and the Buddy 100 and then the tie blocks and the Camnol rocker, like who cares? Like, so all the devices that I really use in real life, like the Love, the Grigri, the Micro Traction, like a huge number of devices that I use every time. It's really compatible and it's 16 kilonewtons. So go ahead and buy yourself like either the Locksafe or the Twist Lock, and I think you'll be amazed by Pensafe. You find those carabiners on Maple Leaf Ropes website. I will put in the description if I find other suppliers of the Pensafe. They're made in Canada, so woot woot, Canada. So now maybe we can go a little bit faster. I have the Petzl Oxan, the ANSI version. It's a steel carabiner, so here main problem is it's heavy. So 226 grams. So exactly twice the Pensafe. Dude, it was already quite heavy. So no, this is really boat anchor. A lot of people will actually choose to use that carabiner because look, it's a winner at 16 kilonewtons. The steel, people like it because it's maybe harder to break, but that's arguably harder to break. I mean, 60 kN is 16 kN. And the compatibility, compatible, not compatible. It's just a bummer that I found a way to make bad loadings with all the Grigris. There's not the Neox there. The whole of the attachment point of the Neox is slightly different, and I can't make it fail the same way. So just be aware, because a lot of people will use that carabiner with the Grigris. Look at my table. It's not compatible. Play with them and you'll find how it really gets a weird and really bad loading. This is the problem also. And then a very standard carabiner, I will call. Reasonable size, incredible weight. The DMM Ultra O Locksafe, 74 grams. 12 kilonewton winner, compatible, not compatible. Only the Grivel one has a problem with it. Roll and lock, too bad. Roll and lock is popular. The pinch, when you clip it like at 90 degrees. So anyway, like some people would say you shouldn't clip the pinch that way. So if you clip the pinch normally, like a Grivel for example, no problem with that. So anyway, Ultra O Locksafe, recently I discovered that the gate is so slippery that it doesn't have the problems that a lot of carabiners have. And then one of my favorite for a long time is the Petzl Omni Triact. 91 grams, so fairly light. Winner at 15 kN cross-loaded or any way it's loaded. I don't like it sometimes because it's a little bit awkward because of the shape in the hand to open. But I used it a lot, and recently I found out that with my Grivel Plus, compatible, not compatible. There's a way that it grips in the Grivel Plus in one situation, and the loading is not super great. And try it out and let me know in the comment if you find out like what's going on. I put the Grivel Plus and the Neox in the not recommended section, and there's the Edelrid Spock also. And funny enough, the Revo also. Usually the Revo works with all the carabiners. And then the Bm'D ANSI by Petzl, 105 grams, winner 16 kilonewtons, 31 devices compatible, not compatible. Grivel Plus, Grivel 2019, all the Grigris, all the Neox. There's a problem with that carabiner because it's an offset D, it's not an oval, and this bend shape at the nose there, it's really bendy, and that creates problems. Try it for yourself if you want, but yeah, it's a good one, but I've never ended up using it because there's that problem there, and so too bad with the Bm'D really. But then comes a surprise. Like this carabiner, I use it pretty much all the time. I'll tell you why. It's the Clepsydra Small. Not the large one. Don't try that. The small one by Grivel. And this one is a small carabiner, light carabiner, 66 grams. And I use it for my Grigris. When I lead rope solo with it. Reason is like incredibly predictable, easy to clip. I can't say enough good about this carabiner. So it's not my winner, it's not my top 3 or top 5, but I'd say it's almost my top 2 because for lead rope solo with a Grivel, which is something that a lot of people do, like I'd say buy that carabiner. You'll be amazed. And is the first connector that and the best one I've tested yet with the Sulu Go. Try to make it fail on your side, but I don't think you will be able. And because it's always loaded right, it's actually a winner at 20 kilonewtons. And that's the first one being a winner that high. And then Black Diamond Gridlock, it's the Screwlock I have. I've told some bad things in some of my videos, but really testing it like side by side with all the carabiners, it ends up to be, as you see, the second one that's anti-cross loading featured and compatible with still 29 devices. So sometimes you have to put it backward, like with a device in the small side. So test it for yourself or buy my online courses and go see the full compatibility chart. And this can be annoying to have to turn around the carabiner all the time, but it's still a winner. And it's longer than the Grivel Clepsydra Small. So for some applications you want a shorter carabiners, shorter connector. Just think about that. It's a winner at 22 kilonewtons. Good one. So Kong Ovalone ANSI is the next one. Very similar, is super heavy like the Petzl, Oxan, steel, ANSI. I present it here especially because this one doesn't have the problems of the Oxan, where this one is compatible with all the Grigris and Neoxes out there. So if that's your pick, the Oxan, maybe change for Ovalone ANSI. So incredible carabiner, I love that. And now a very special one, it's a very small carabiner, so it's a winner at 7 kilonewtons, so you have to decide for yourself if it's enough for your use. Top rope solo, no problem. Lead rope solo, just think about it, because 7 kilonewtons is right on the edge there. Not recommended, I don't think. Good thing is it's compatible with the Sulu Go, because it's smaller. So the way it's weirdly loading all the other carabiners, regular sized, well, this one is not. And so that's really cool. And then DMM Ceros Locksafe, 92 grams, winner, 25 kilonewtons, 26 times compatible out of 40. It is just what it is. Super great carabiner, but it's not my top ones. And then this one, I thought it was going to be a contender for the best one, but in the end, no. It's the DMM American O ANSI. Thank you, Techno4, for this carabiner. See the link in the description to buy it from them. And why it's not in the end? Well, it's the number of compatibilities, and it misses all the Grigris. And one of the reasons is that on the spine there, it's thicker for the captive bar, or you buy the non-captive bar, it still has that thicker part on the spine, and it doesn't go through correctly in the Grigris, and so it creates some weird loadings. And just for comparison, I have the Petzl OK Triactlock, 72 grams, 8 kilonewtons, but it's not a winner. It is compatible only with 22 out of the 40 devices. It's not a bad carabiner. I use it all the time. But it's not compatible with the Grigri 1, Micro Traction, Edelrid Spock, Roll and Lock, Love 2, Love 3, Pinch, Sulu. It has weird loadings. It has problems. What can I say? Like, either you use accessories, like the ones I sell, Bliss Climbing Tech, Gate Bumper, Spine Bumper, or you could think of the FlexLink by Avent Climbing Innovations, or you just risk some weird loadings. Like most carabiners, this is the kind of results you will get. And it's annoying. I know. But if you bought that carabiner, you're not alone. So I hope you like this video. I know it's one table, super long video. I'm sorry. I hope you learned something, and go see all the links to know like what is bad loading, weird loading, things like that. So go see my website, blissclimbing.com, with online courses, and blissclimbingtech.com with gear. Thank you very much. Compatible, not compatible.